I like to explore.
So that's what led you here from Vegas? Your need to explore. Sad you had to come with such a crippled force as the NCR, but I digress.
How do you know who I am?
I wouldn't be someone relative to this place if I didn't have eyes and ears within my enemies. The NCR was easy to infiltrate with their dire demand for troops. It's so easy for them to forget who works where and why. Such a big group, but so horribly led. It's as if people never learn. Anyway, yes, I know all about you. Was curious ever since my scouts spotted you nearby. How excited I was when you came upon our doorstep.
Why did you level that village near the old church?
It was intended as a message. A message to get a rise out of local settlements. If the NCR couldn't defend one village, well, then who's to say they could defend theirs? Besides, we only killed the ones who didn't deserve to live. Everyone else was chased off to relay the message of our deed. That is why we let the priest live. That and also due to his cowardice at the time.
You made the priest crazy. Who exactly qualifies as people who don't deserve to live?
Anyone who supports our enemies, and anyone who's mutated beyond saving.
So you kill ghouls then?
I believe that the earth was created for humans to enjoy. It was also created as a test of our worth. We all die, all of us. And those skinless abominations are a cancer. No creature in heaven or earth can avoid death. These people are tainted in suffering. Eventually, they succumb to the evil that personifies them. It becomes the Pharaoh's many fears. Such monsters should be removed for the safety of mankind.
But they're just people that have been mutated from anything. There's so much fucking radiation out here. What about super mutants?
Another scourge upon humanity, but much worse. Still, a bullet works just as well. Creatures like the super mutants and death claws are humanity's biggest threat, and should be dealt with accordingly.
I'll stay on their side for now. But you understand, I only wish my own daughter was as understanding. She believes they're still worth living.
I'm glad you understand.
One day she'll make a difficult
I only wish
decision.
my
She'll
own daughter was
understand.
as
I guess we'll follow the
understanding.
practice of giving her
She
a
believes they are
privilege
still
life.
worth living. One day, when she has to make a difficult decision, she'll understand. I guess that's my fault for practically giving her a safe, privileged life.
Who are you?
You can call me Dietz. You must be thinking it's an odd name. I know, but one must honor where they came from.
Why do you live in this cave?
The land outside is harsh and cruel. But surely any town visible to the naked eye is prime meat for any growing empire. I only aim to keep my own little empire safe for now. Ride out the storm, and live to fight another day. I admit it isn't the biggest community, or even the most safe or practical. Nonetheless, we hope to expand. First the cave, then annexation can begin. Once the leading armies have weakened each other, of course.
You don't think any of the other armies out there will win?
I've lived for a very long time and seen many a faction war out. There's sometimes surprising things happen out of nowhere, turning the tides completely. Take the tale of the Chosen One from your lands. Who would suspect that a mere tribal could amount to such feats? However, we're not talking about one man in an army, we're talking about two armies, both of mass size. Stalemate will ensure in these lands for years to come. Eventually one will fade out, and the other will be left weakened. Unless, of course, another Chosen One rises to the fight.
Tell me about yourself.
Like many people, my life is a rich tapestry. Such as yourself, I'm sure. However, I'm not one to share unpleasantness. Especially when the request is so out of the blue.
What exactly is this place?
In a way, I guess you could call it a church. Or a town hall. It's here where I console the citizens. Not all people are like us. Some are born to follow, despite what others may believe. Some people have to have their choices made out for them. That is my duty, and the church hearings serve as their blessing.
What was your issue with the priest?
He killed many of our men like dogs. Men of the cloth or not, I will not stand for that.
Who works as your spy in the NCR?
Now, we all have our secrets, do we not? Whoever works for me is under the utmost discretion. You understand?
Bye.
Yes. For your information, I'll be making sure that none of my men attack you outside. But I expect that you'll do the same.
Cool. Safe. Get the fuck out the way. Guys. Right from under your nose. Oh, don't want me in here. So I'll get in there. Damn it. Damn it. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Tri-beam laser, laser rifle. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that. Reinforced combat armor. Loot the bookshelf. I'm good. Hey, look at that. Used to be Enclave, I guess. Explanation. Oh. No. Yes. But not quite. Challenging. Seems good. Not quite. Awesome. It's fantastic. Oh. Unimportant. Overloading. Didn't I get them all then? Not threatening. I'm right there. I finished construction of this place. Now, I'm now forced to call my home. In the middle of the city, of the dead, we dragged what remains of the vertibird back here. It's still in good shape, but the bird's never gonna fly again. At the very least, we can turn what's left of it into a home. Finally, the stuffiness of that thing is going to come in handy. Everyone is attempting to settle. Gunny's had the worst of it. He won't acknowledge that the Enclave's gone. There's still no way those other vertibirds made it out of there after the attack. They were just everywhere. I try not to let it show to my squad. I suppose there isn't much of a point in referring to them as my squad anymore, considering what they are now. Or does it? Our nation may have been destroyed, but that doesn't mean we should have lost our identity as true Americans. As long as we're alive, America is too, and we'll rebuild. We may not have the resources or the scientists of the Enclave, but as long as there's one, there can be many. Always. Until one is set back to zero. Wow. Our first son, born within some caves, something I never thought I'd see. Honestly, I hope that I had started a family. It would be within the safeties of the oil rig or Navarro, or even better, in America that accepted the Enclave's plan. All we have is a cave. There are 7 of us now out of the 4 who came here. My wife has done a lot of work and a lot of sacrifice, and our bloodlines, they stay pure. Although there is a threat on the horizon, scavengers have come to our home. Gunny warrants me to attack them on sight, but I wonder if perhaps there's a better course of action. If we are to make this place what it can be, perhaps we can take these people under our wing and teach them the wonders of the Enclave. And perhaps one day, perhaps before my lifetime, we can attempt to achieve what our precious government tried again. Of course, these scavengers would most likely be faltered by then. But for now, perhaps a reasonable sacrifice. That is, if they're willing to follow me. I'm still an officer of the Enclave, and I know how to make my voice carry. Perhaps I can convince these people to follow me, under some sort of creed, a philosophy, or perhaps even a religion. I can imagine it's been done in the ancient times. Perhaps now I can use the ignorance of these muck-dwelling tribals and scavengers to promote my own status. A mind is a precious thing to mold, but I suppose we have to get to know them. Alright. I don't write as often anymore, but so much has happened. We've started mining salt from the preservated? Whatever. And setting up hunting parties in the woods. That was until we lost the salt mines. Somehow the dreaded Yishao burrowed their way into the cavern with ease, and we are unable to figure out why. The cave is so dark that no one can enter it without being taken as a snack by the dreaded things. For now, we've left the mine abandoned. With our dwindling numbers thanks to the NCR, there is no need to take unnecessary risks. Speaking of the NCR, to my surprise, I've adopted one, so to speak. A week ago, a man came upon our door, an NCR soldier, wounded and bloodied upon the snow. We brought him in. The blood was not his. He carried dog tags of his fellow soldiers. Upon healing his many bullet wounds, we were able to learn that the NCR left him for dead. After a little chat, he is completely loyal to me now. The fool is more or less one of the strangers that I've met. What? The fool is more or less one of the strangers that I've met. One of the strangest people you've met? He lives by honor-bound chivalry, claimed he would be in my service for my life. For saving his strange ideology for one of the bears. I wonder why the bear left him behind. In the week that he has been here, he has done well in helping my men find supplies and aid in construction of new buildings. For his tremendous abilities and assistance, I promoted him to captain of the guard. Imagine if he was with the Enclave in the good old days. Perhaps we would have won. I've never seen a man with such ingenuity. Perhaps he could be able to deal with the horrible infestation of the cave. My precious wife dead. Although we've made progress over the years, much progress, I knew it would only be a matter of time before the icy cold hands of death reached for her down here. Pneumonia, supposedly, makes me think. What did What did our creed ever really solve? I lived by it, she lived by it, and those who came to live with us did. What did it solve? Maybe my ego. All I know is there isn't much I feel like writing about anymore. All I have is the creed. As I see it now, without the creed, I truly have nothing. They all live by it now. I guess it's best to sometimes not have to reflect on such things. Okay. Can I take this, please? Jesus. I want power armor. Bird a bird. No, can't take that. Great. Take that one. That was number 2. Alright, well. Navarro's no more. This time I'm fully aware of the culprits. It must be the same people who took out the oil rig, the New California Republic. We managed to flee with a few other vertebrates. I fear that they may have not made it. We're heading towards Oregon. Our co-pilot, Gunny, claims that there's an Enclave bunker hidden somewhere in the hills outside Portland. However, I'm not sure of the location as of yet. I suppose time will tell when we arrive. I only hope the weather permits. Yeah, so where's number 1 then? Oh. I don't see it. Ash toolbox. Okay, well. Maybe we can find his daughter and turn this place good. Hey.
Oh! Oh, you scared me. You must be new around here. It's good. My name's Georgia.
Yeah,
nice to meet you.
I took some shit from your house. What's with the shrine outside?
You like it? I built it for my mother a while back. I like to think of it as a symbol of hope. Of course, that's not what she looked like, but the similarities are present. It took me months to chisel that out of the rock. I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
Who are you?
Georgia.
What's your thoughts on the anti-mutant policy?
My dad's hate for them. I just don't see why.
You're the
I've
daughter,
never met a
okay.
ghoul, but I've heard they can think and speak rationally. If that's so, I just don't see the logic in it. But my dad goes on and on about how they decay ourselves with their mere existence.
What's with the wounded man over there? Shouldn't you be helping him?
Poor Travis. I've done my best to help him, but there's not too much I can do without wasting too much of our medical supplies. There's nothing I can do but let him sit there, and it's tearing me up inside.
Maybe I can help. Sure.
I wish I could help you, but I'm only supposed to help people within the family. Last time I did that, Jacob, well, I'd rather not talk about it.
What do you think about Jacob?
He scares me. Afraid to talk to him. Afraid of what he might do. He's already shown what he feels about me. If Dietz wasn't my father, he'd probably make sure I ended up dead. I heard he was in the NCR before, but they left him behind. Maybe they knew something was wrong with him.
Dietz is your father?
Yes, it has its perks, I'll say that much. Even though we have many moral disagreements, lately he's been rather ill. I've been doing my best to take care of him, but it doesn't look good. I just wish I can figure out what was wrong with him.
Maybe I can take a look.
Well, if you think you know more than I do, knock yourself out. I just hope everything will turn out for the best. For some reason, Daddy thinks that Jacob should be in charge after he passes. I don't know what would happen then.
Okay.
Can I help you?
No, that's it.
Come visit me.
You Travis? This man has a large number of serious gashes all over his body. The most serious are a series of holes in his stomach. You can attempt to treat the wounds, but doing it improperly would kill him. Medicine of 60. That's my medicine? That's what am I doing? 80. Get over here. Success! You bandage the legs to stop the bleeding and then cover his face in gauze. He stabilizes almost immediately. I'm a merciful thug in the Portland militia. Despite your reputation as a thug, you are known to occasionally show a charitable side. His physician, I'll take them. I'll take these.
I thought my life was gonna end in that damn bed. Thank you.
What do you do here?
Just hunting and whatnot. I think I'm gonna take it easy for now.
What wounded you?
Yeshu, I think. Could have been those snowmen. It just all went so fast.
What's your opinion on the anti-mutant policy?
You kidding? Those freaks get what they deserve.